Okay, Amit, so the last amateur fight of the evening. I think they're quite big lads, these, aren't they? First guy out, Skiamentas Rhubinska. He's 20 years old and he weighed in at 88 kilograms.
Yeah.
I do believe he took the fight.
He took the fight about half an hour ago, Jimmy.
Yeah, if that's the correct guy, yeah, half an hour ago then.
Yeah, I mean, that is game, you know, absolutely, you know, full credit to him. You know, he's been training a week.
But is that gameness or is that naivety?
You know, fair play to him. You know, the guy he's fighting, Chris Senior, is a good guy. You know, he's from a good gym. You know, so to just take that is you know, is very, very brave.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's only an amateur fight, but still, you know, headshots. But you know, it's still a tough.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the gym, the guys all train the same format and everything. So to be expected to see whatever you see, bar the face shots, everything that goes in your pro fights, really. So it's always a case of locks, chokes, anything juicy that we might like to watch, have we?
There we go, Chris Senior making his way down to the cage. He's from Spartan Predators in Middleton. Obviously, his coach John Barlow is a good Thai boxer. You know, he's been kicking for years.
Yeah, I've heard he's been kicking for years as well, my friend.
Yeah, you know, obviously a very experienced coach, knows what he's doing, always looks very prepared. You know, there's a lot of speculation as to what is actually in his bum bag. You know. Some people say you don't wear the bum bag wears you. But yeah, you know, he's a good coach, and his fighter will prove that tonight, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Could be that he keeps the skill set inside that bag and he lets it out every time his fighters get into the cage, have he?
It's a distinct possibility. Obviously, he's got Will Burke in his corner as well. Will Burke, a very, very experienced coach and fighter for top level European opponents. A lot of his opponents are now in the UFC. You know, and he's beaten a number of opponents that now fight in the UFC. Kurt Warburton being one of them. He's beat Kurt Warburton in a minute at Total Combat. He's a very, very good fighter.
Absolutely. Will's one of them guys that if he says something, you want to be listening to him. He's definitely been around and he knows his things.
Yeah. Chris looks a very big man. He looks like he's been doing his conditioning.
Yeah. Very, very well developed. Looks to me a bit slightly taller as well, I think,
Yeah, it looks like he'll have a bit of a reach advantage. But I don't think that will come into play as much with this only being an amateur fight with no headshots.
Okay, so we're underway the third fight. Chris Senior from Spartan Predators against Skiamentas Rhubinska from Streetwise MMA.
Yeah, you know, like I said, his coach John Barlow has been kicking for years.
There's a slight highlight on the word "bin" there.
Yeah, you know, just like to illustrate how experienced he is.
Okay, it starts off there.
Nice low kick there from Ziggy. And a 1-2 to the body from Chris there.
Both testing each other out with kicks first.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the past two fights they were very eager to get in. These two are keeping the distance quite well and, you know, feeling each other out.
I do believe Ziggy has Thai experience. I think he's done approximately 2 years stand-up. I don't think he's ever competed.
Yeah, you can tell, you know, he's got a good teep. And his low kicks are sharp and crisp, very crisp. I mean, he's turning the hips over nicely. You can tell he's not just stepped in here with no experience. Nice low kick there from Ziggy again. Those are going to start to tell, you know, if this fight goes past the first round, those are going to really start to take an impact on a leg.
Absolutely.
Just feeling each other out here.
I say Ziggy's got the edge on the kicking at the moment, but every now and again Chris lands a nice body shot off the kick.
Nice. That's the counter he's been looking for. He's been looking for that straight right counter to the chest. Nice low kicks. This is a real technical battle here, you know, with Muay Thai. He's gone for the clinch there. He's put a knee into the body, a nice knee.
He seems to have that Muay Thai plumb pretty tight. Oh no, he's going for the double now.
And he's level changed, he's dropped down.
Oh, I think he's got a guillotine position.
Caught there.
He's pulled full guard. Oh, and he's out. Chris is out.
It's okay, he's recovered there. And now he's in the full guard of Ziggy. Ziggy just looking to control his posture, pull his head down, not let him do anything. Obviously, if this was a pro rules fight, they'd be dropping shots down there from there. But this being only amateur, he's okay just to sit there for a while. Bit of a scramble there and past the guard, working for the Americana there.
It looks like Crystal's got the edge on the strength.
Yeah, it's very much a strength move this as well, the Americana.
Yeah, absolutely. Does Ziggy have enough to get out of it? Like I said, his MMA training doesn't consist of very much.
No, it looks like he's going to... Don't know, you know, he could surprise me, but it looks like he's going to tap.
Absolutely. Oh, good.
Oh, he's done very well to get out of that. Very, very well. And he's got for the guillotine.
It seems though, before he secures it, as he jumps back for the guillotine, he isn't securing it under the neck first, and which obviously is every time he pulls his guard, he's losing the head.
He's giving up top position quite easily. It does kind of betray his lack of experience on the ground, but he is holding, you know, he's doing very well. Doing very, very well.
Yeah, Ziggy definitely looks a different guy when he was up on his feet.
Yeah. And that is the end of the first round.
This is a three-minute round fight. So the rounds are relatively short.
Short, sharp rounds, but that's what we like to see. There we go, John Barlow in there, straight away, and Will Burke following behind him.
John's a big lad.
He's a very big lad. I train with him every day, and he beats me up regularly.
Ziggy's corner team watching from outside the cage.
Yeah, that's a bit of an unusual tactic. You don't really see that much, you know, but each to their own, you know. I personally prefer to go in the cage and speak to a fighter, but, you know.
And our lovely ring girl, Sarah Kenyon there. So we find the start of round 2 coming on.
Has John actually removed anything from the bum bag while he's been in there?
Oh.
No, that's just his gum shot. From the angle I'm sitting at, it looked like he'd taken something out.
We can expect to see some new tricks then, Abby.
Yeah.
From the little bag of surprises. So to start off getting away on round 2. Again, we've got Ziggy in the black and almost cartoon pattern shorts.
Yep. And Chris in the greyish shorts, grey Venom shorts. He's dropped down there nicely for that level change there. And he's taking him down. Every time he gets that takedown, he leaves his head exposed. If Ziggy was a bit more experienced on the floor, he could snatch that guillotine.
Again, I think he's just jumping for it a tiny bit too quick. Perhaps a lack of experience there.
Yeah, you know, but like I said, he's only jumped into this fight in half an hour ago, so fair play to him. You know, he's working for that guillotine, but he can't actually get that guillotine from side control.
No, and as the fight progresses, Chris is only going to get sweatier, and it's going to be that bit more difficult.
Yeah, Ziggy's only going to get more tired as well on the bottom, defending such a big man as well. Americana again. Americana, he's going for it. You know, he's doing quite well to defend it. I mean, what's your opinion on that Americana? Do you like to go for that side control? Or?
Yeah, to be quite honest, I'm only a light guy myself. I tend to leave all the power moves to the other guys, but yeah, it's definitely a good finishing move. Perhaps he was a bit too high off the body there, just a fraction maybe.
Yeah, you know, but you know, there's a lot to concentrate on when it's actually a full-on fight, isn't it? You know, so it's harder than it is setting it up in the gym.
Give Ziggy his due. He's sticking in the fight, okay, though.
He's doing really well. You know, he's holding his own. He is getting dominated, but he's holding his own. You know,
absolutely.
He's not getting submitted, and that is the main thing.
Again, he's going for the Americana again.
This seems to be his go-to move. He passes the guard, scrambles past the guard, and goes to the Americana.
Actually, it seems like Ziggy has no actual defence for the Americana. He just seems to be sitting it out, but fair play to the guy. Seems to be very durable.
Yeah, very durable indeed. Now into the closed guard. Ziggy's just controlling his posture, grabbing that full, figure 4 lock on the head, and he's let go of it now. And Chris is just looking to posture and throw some shots to the body. A nice sweep attempt there from Ziggy, but it didn't quite come off. And he's gone back to controlling the head. Is the referee going to stand this up?
I think he's looking that way because Ziggy's just pretty much holding on, but to be fair, he's doing what he needs to do and he's spoiling the fight.
Yeah.
I think ideally Ziggy would like to be back up to his feet, and if he... but again, the guy's
going
open
for the
now.
can opener there. He's let go.
Was he using that to pass guard? Oh, and there he goes. He's half guard now.
Past the half and past the side now. I think we're going to see a return of the Americana here. Or is he going to go for a straight arm lock? He's taking the back.
Oh, Ziggy puts more of a shoulder, but again, he's left his back exposed, I think. He's only got to get his head out, and he's going to be... looks like he'll have both hooks in as well.
That's the danger with that schoolboy headlock. You grab hold of someone's head, and you think you've got control of them, but they edge out, and before you know it, they're on your back.
Absolutely, it's very similar to the Scarfold. Massively endorsed with Gi Sports, where you're not liable to slip off your guy, but sometimes not the most sensible thing.
No, not in MMA or jiu-jitsu for that matter. And that was the end of the second round. Just getting advice off the corner teams now, both fighters just looking to get a breather and soak up some information. Will Burke there giving him some good advice. Both experienced coaches. John's been in there before, and Will Burke, very experienced coach.
If you was
purple belt in BJJ, I might add as well. He beats me up regularly on the floor. I mean, he's a very, very good grappler.
If you were in Ziggy's corner, Avi, what would you be telling him to do?
If I was in Ziggy's corner, first of all, I'd say well done for taking the fight on such short notice. I'd also tell him to maybe try and defend the takedown, keep the distance, work those kicks more.
Standing up, actually.
Yeah, don't let him bully you to the floor so easily. But it's easier said than done,
So start to the third round.
Thought there was going to be a display of sportsmanship there by touching gloves. Oh, nice low kick. That hurt him. You can see it.
Absolutely. Chris just dropped 3 nice low kicks.
He's controlled him really well with that side clinch. But things get sweaty now. He's on his back again. That headlock has left his back exposed again. Oh, lovely control there. He's got the choke.
And it's over.
Beautiful. Lovely technique there shown by Chris Senior. Held onto the back, just stuck to it like a limpet. And
in 2 minds, it looked like Ziggy went for possibly a hip toss off him there. Some put him over his shoulder, but
he did look for a judo throw. But again, it's the old headlock, that doesn't work. Not in this game.
Before we get the official announcement, appreciate you both live today. And 2 minutes 34 seconds. Correction, after 26 seconds. Apologies, off the third round.
So 26 seconds into the third round. It looked like Chris was dominating the fight all the way through, Avi, but...
yeah, I mean, I'm sure the judges had it... had Chris winning on the cards. But, fair play to Ziggy for getting in there and doing himself proud and his gym proud as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for a guy who's just took his first step into the cage, he didn't do too bad, to be fair, especially with his limited experience. Did okay, did lad.
Yeah. Getting a post-fight picture there with the team.